Nice one, cool dudes. Something a bit different today. I am in Borthwood Copse, or at Borthwood Copse. I'm just outside Borthwood Copse on the Isle of Wight. And who is that man behind me? It's okay, I know him. It is Joseph from Fieldstudy. And Fieldstudy is a foraging channel. Is that what you describe it as, Joseph?
Yeah, so I'm a foraging instructor down here on the Isle of Wight. I teach people how to forage for wild food and not die.
Yes. Well, if we do die, it'll be, you know, quite good to watch. But I'm sure that never happens. There's also going to be links below to Joseph's channel. I can't believe there's a plane flying over, but that'll be all right. Okay. I mean, this is especially prevalent today, but it's time to say good luck, everyone, especially us.
So it's a really good time of year to be out foraging in the woodland. This is Borthwood Copse. It is owned and managed by the National Trust, and they keep it really, really nicely. And because of that, it has loads of different common edible plants and fungi that we can forage for at this time of year.
It's October, by the way, isn't it?
It is October, yeah.
I was thinking of questions to ask you, Joseph, and I thought, I know, I always get asked the same questions all the time. What questions do you get asked the most?
I get asked the most about dog wee the most, I think.
Oh, really? What's the best time to get dog wee?
Exactly, when it tastes the best. No, they ask me, how do I tell if a dog has weed on a plant or a mushroom?
By taste?
I always say that you can smell dog wee, so you'll probably need to sniff it before licking it.
There we go, that's a good motto. You should do badges, sniff before lick.
Maybe, yeah, you can. Coming soon.
Sniff before lick, you won't get sick. That's a forager's badge, right? Anyway, I'll put some potential ideas of badges here.
Thanks, very kind.
Now, what's this then, Joseph?
So this is one of the plants that we probably learn first when we're kids, and it is the stinging nettle, Urtica dioica, and it is a really nutritious vegetable, and it's one that we should all be eating.
You just brushed your fingers across it like...
I love it.
What, you like the sting of it?
I do, yeah. I've been doing this since I was about 6 years old. I'm sort of immune to the sting. I'm a bit of a nettlehead, but the...
Is that what they call people who are immune to it? I
call myself a nettlehead.
You're like the guy at Sandown Zoo who got bitten by the snake so many times. He was immune to it, right?
I don't know. I've never heard that story before.
It's sort of, the nettleheads are sort of less risky. Someone might say a sort of coward's version of the snake venom. Got it right. One of those is right.
So the stinging nettle is really high in vitamin A, vitamin K, iron, calcium, all of these good things.
Yeah.
But it's also incredibly high in dietary fibre, which is good for our gut microbiome and stuff. And also it's incredibly high in protein. By dried weight, it's about 25% protein. So for people on like a vegan and vegetarian diet, they eat loads of supplements and stuff, but you can get pretty much the same things from this. This has a similar amount of dietary fibre and protein to sort of beans and things.
Yeah, but I bet it tastes like...
I'm going to get you to eat one raw in a minute, Marek. Is that all right?
No, what about stinging my tongue?
Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. So the little stinging hairs are like hypodermic needles, which doesn't sound delicious. But they are these little hairs that are all down the stem here, and they're really fragile. So any amount of heat will destroy them, and also any amount of pressure. So
chew hard?
Chew hard, yeah, put it right in the back of your mouth and... Yeah, be a brave boy. Now, if you crush it like this and then keep on crushing it down, you can use your T-shirt. Sometimes I do this and sort of roll it in my T-shirt. It sort of starts to break down the stinging hairs. And then if you just keep on crushing it and put it in the middle of your hand... Yeah. Because that's nice and soft. If it stings you there, it's not going to sting you in the tongue.
Oh.
So if you keep on just rubbing the nettle like that...
Yeah.
And just break down all of those stinging hairs, then you make it a good salad ingredient. So in Turkey, they make this dish called isagan salatasi, which is a stinging nettle salad made with raw stinging nettles. And this is basically the best way to eat it, because it tastes a little bit like cucumber skin. It tastes a lot like a leaf, like most things do, but it also is...
I've got to eat this one now.
Yeah, if you want.
What have you got dog piss on your hands?
I don't, trust me.
Okay, let's try a bit of the stinging nettle. I've not been stung. It's like grass, basically, isn't it?
Basically, yeah, it's really good grass. So the salad that I'm talking about has sumac, lemon juice, olive oil. It's dressed nicely, a little bit of salt, and then has feta cheese sort of sprinkled on the top of it. So yeah. So nice.
if I'm stuck in the wilderness, I can live off these forever.
They will last you for a while, I think. Yeah, I mean, when I'm out on a long walk, if I get caught out, I usually just roll up a few of these and they'll stop my stomach rumbling for a while until I can get to the next pub and have ham, egg and chips and a pint of something nice.
That sounds like better foraging to me.
So it's handy to know.
That's great.
So I need to tell you guys before we go any further out there watching in YouTube that there are things out there in the world that if you eat them, they will kill you or cause you harm. That's the big scary thing about foraging, is that if you don't have enough information when you go out there into the world, you can do yourself a mischief, or the people that you love. It's been in the news lots, so don't have to hammer that home. But
I'll flash up a picture of the lady killing her family.
Yes, of course. So we have down here a potentially deadly mushroom and a edible mushroom right next to each other. So
this is exciting.
It is important when you are picking mushrooms that you know exactly the species that you are sort of going for, and that you know how to identify it before leaving the house. It's always helpful if you have a good book, or you go out there and just arm yourself with enough information before you leave if you are picking for the table.
To be honest, I'll probably edit that bit out. Just go straight to the dangerous mushroom and the good one.
Danger. Well,
also I should say, I'm not liable. If any of you pick mushrooms based on this channel and try and sue me, I'm not liable, and this is admissible in court. Right? That has me covered, right?
I don't think it does.
Okay.
But yeah, this one here is a potentially delicious edible mushroom. We'll get to that in a minute. But this is from a family of mushrooms that you need to know if you are going out foraging, because it contains some of the most deadly toxic mushrooms in the world.
Oh, wow.
So this is a part of a family called the Amanita family. I'm going to find a stick.
You shouldn't even touch it then.
So there is no fungi in the UK that if you touch it, it will poison you. So I could handle this and it'll be fine. Yeah. And yeah, but I'm also picking mushrooms for the table. So just good practice. I like to keep clean hands and don't touch the toxic stuff. Although you would be fine.
You just take your hand sanitizer with you?
Yes, or just wash whenever. But the toxicity from Amanita mushrooms especially happens when you ingest it. So if you were to eat a little bit of one of this mushroom's cousins, then you would be dead relatively quickly. And when I am teaching beginners how to identify mushrooms, I always get them to look for an egg sac. And it sounds weird when I put it in my videos, and I've tried to do cartoons like you and describe it, but it's better if I can show it. You see this at the bottom here?
Yeah.
Mushrooms like this, they will start off with an egg sac, like a volval sac, and then they will shoot up from inside it, and it will sort of split open and they'll come out of the middle.
Right, okay.
Almost like Alien, you know, with the face huggers come out of the egg.
Yeah, do I know about that?
So yeah, you're looking out for an egg sac at the bottom. I'd say for beginner foragers, any mushroom that is coming out of an egg sac like this is a no.
Egg sac, put it back.
Can you be in charge of my merch?
Yeah.
This is a member of the Amanita family. The Amanita family contains the death cap, it contains the destroying angel, it contains the panther cap, which are three of the sort of most toxic mushrooms that we have here in the UK. So there are edible Amanitas, but I'd say for beginner foragers, leave them alone. But growing right next to it is a member of a family that is very good for beginner foragers. So that's almost a hand span apart from this.
It's pretty good, yeah.
So you need to be able to tell the difference between them. So this one's a little bit past its best, but...
No sac.
No sac on the bottom, you are correct. We've just got this sort of beautiful mycelium growing straight from the earth. So it has a sort of traditional mushroom shape, so it has a stem, it has a cap, but underneath we have pores instead of gills. So you see this sponge-like texture.
Ah, so gills are generally bad or not?
No.
Okay.
This is just how to identify this family, which is the Bolete family.
Yeah.
So you're looking for a traditionally mushroom-shaped mushroom growing from the ground that has sponge underneath the cap. Now, there are loads of different species of boletes in the UK, but there are a few excellent edible ones, there are a few which taste pretty good, and there are a few which will make you sick. So there is a rule with bolete mushrooms, which are mushrooms with the sponge, and that is no red and no blue. So we look all over the mushroom for any sort of red coloration, like vivid red, and then what we do is we cut it in half, and we look on the inside for blue staining. Some mushrooms will oxidize and go bright blue, like really vivid blue, and we leave those behind.
So this is a bit. Could you still eat this, or has it gone off?
Oh, this is disgusting.
Yeah, all right. I don't want it. I don't want you to make me eat it.
No, take this home. It's a choice edible.
No, I don't want it.
Only a few maggots.
No.
There's only one mushroom that defies the rule, and that's one called the bitter bolete. It will not poison you, it isn't toxic, but it tastes disgusting. It's almost like you've been sick in your mouth, and it tastes like bile, basically.
Maybe some people are into that. How many names did you go through before you settled on Fieldstudy?
I think it was about 2.
What were the other options?
Downlander, but that sounded a little bit too much like Highlander and was needlessly grandiose. I just read it in a book somewhere.
That's quite good. I've got some options for my new foraging channel. I'll go through them with you later on.
You're starting a foraging channel?
I've just decided off the back of this, yeah.
Okay, good.
What are these, incidentally?
This is a really common mushroom that we have here in the UK. That is inedible. It is slightly toxic. So it's one to know, because people always ask me about this and send me through pictures.
Right.
Because you see it everywhere growing on sort of dead logs and stumps of trees, and it's called the sulfur tuft. If we pick one, you see that sort of olivaceous, sort of neon greeny thing on the gills?
Yes.
That's the spores. So that's how I know that this is a sulfur tuft. It smells really good as well. There are poisonings every few years because of these, because people sort of see them everywhere and they smell good, etc. But yeah, this is not an edible mushroom. So sulfur tufts look beautiful, and they're doing a good thing in the ecosystem by rotting this tree down, this big old tree, but they are not one for the table. Well, this is Amanita muscaria, or the fly agaric.
Oh, Amanita's bad, right?
So Amanita contains lots of toxic mushrooms, including this. So this is a toxic mushroom, but it also is a hallucinogenic mushroom.
Oh, right.
So it contains some chemical compounds which can make you hallucinate. So in other cultures, they make like a wine which is served on Christmas Eve, so then you can commune with the ghosts of your dead ancestors.
Oh, that sounds pretty cool.
So maybe on your next ghost walk you can...
Yeah, do a couple of those.
But I have to stress, this is a hazardous mushroom if just eaten. The only way to make this edible is by boiling it over and over again and changing the water until all of the stuff from the inside has been leached out, and then you basically have an edible mushroom, but it doesn't taste of anything.
Whilst Joseph is foraging, I'd like to conduct a small survey on my new foraging channel name, if I decide to make a foraging channel. Which do you think is best? A, Grubby Grub Club. B, The Wash It Firsts. C, Dirt Feast. D, Growth Grabbers. They're pretty good. I quite like Dirt Feast. What do you think, Joseph? Grubby Grub Club?
Dirt Feast is potentially the best thing I've ever heard. Oh, why didn't I call mine Dirt Feast?
Imagine that, a Dirt Feast t-shirt.
chestnuts. So the chestnut tree is sort of making its chestnuts at this time of year, so it's a good time to go out foraging for them.
It's almost lethal. Yeah. Joseph, there's about 8 have fallen while we're here.
The reason I started just then is because I thought one was going to land on my head.
I mean, that would be a good way to well, it wouldn't be a good way to go. Anyway, no. Sorry, carry on.
So the chestnut is really easy to identify. The sweet chestnut has all of these tiny little spikes all over it and is really quite pokey. So what we do is, in order to get them out of there, the best thing to do is to step on them with your feet like that, and they just pop out. It means you don't have to spike your fingers. And then you just collect loads of these. You can roast them on the fire like people do at Christmas. You can boil them and turn them into soup like they do in China. You can blitz them into a paste and make them into like a chestnut Nutella. Yeah, you can do all sorts of stuff with them. But my favourite is you ever had marron glacé?
No.
The French candy them, so they get them out of this, and then they boil them in sugar syrup, and they just turn into a chestnut flavoured sweetie. I don't mind eating them raw, at least a few of them when I'm out and about. But I've got a cast iron constitution because I eat things off the ground.
I've written a prayer for the foragers.
Okay, good.
Because, no, this is serious, because I think you wouldn't have foragers unless people have given their lives to eating stuff and died. So we should take a moment to thank all the people who have poisoned themselves so that we can be here enjoying foraging today. Do you do this in your channel?
I'm going to stop crunching this, otherwise it's going to ruin the audio.
No, it's fine. The forager's prayer. Thank you to the fallen foragers, to those who have choked on their vomit, or even shut the bed, thrown up in bushes, or ended up dead. To our fallen comrades, chew wisely. What do you think of that?
Hey man, I mean, yeah, it's beautiful.
I don't know if I believe you.
Are you published?
No, but I might well publish that one. All right, well, that's probably it for the foraging. We've done a good introduction there, but you can find out more on Joseph's excellent channel, Fieldstudy, or what's the website?
Fieldstudy.co.uk if you want to come on one of my courses. But yeah, there's loads of stuff over on my YouTube channel to help you identify delicious wild food.
And you can join the YouTube channel and get extra videos and things like that as well, right?
Yeah, you can become a channel member and you get live streams, so you can ask me questions, you get discounted merch and all that sort of stuff as well.
And you've got Fieldstudy t-shirts, right?
And more in the pipeline as well. Yeah, working on loads more designs currently.
But if you want a Dirt Feast t-shirt, you need to come to me. All right, thank you, Joseph. Only one thing left to say, and that is, stay cool. I probably learnt more on that walk than in my previous entire life. Thank you, Joseph. I didn't get round to painting a picture this time because I've been too busy working on the horror keyrings, which are now for sale on the Caldy's Walking Club website shop. There's a link here somewhere. And currently there are mummies, Hannibal Lecter Mareks, Ghostbusters, Dracula's deaths, glow-in-the-dark ghosts, and I'm even making some mushroom keyrings as well. So please go and get them from the website. Also, you can become a member of this channel, and in return you get to watch extra videos, you get to use these emojis, you get a badge by your name, and you get entered into the prize draw. All you need to do is go to the YouTube page, click on join, and select a tier that you want to join on per month. All of you are entered into the prize draw, and currently there are 780 of you cool dudes. Number 1 being the longest serving member, number 780 being the most recent member. I can't give you membership numbers because it's constantly changing with people leaving and joining, etc, etc. And all of you are automatically in the prize draw, which for this episode is these cool cards by Rather Good Art, a map of Britain, the badges, the stickers, the birthday card, the art cards, a keyring of a mushroom marek I made myself, an acorn I found at the bottom of my favourite oak tree, and a bespoke Cool Dudes Walking Club sketchbook. What a prize! All of you members are in the prize draw, and it's time to say, random number generator, generate me a number. Generate. Number 9. That's what we like to see. An early, long-serving member. And this is Jonathan B, who's been a member for 59 months. Thank you, Jonathan, and thank you to all the members who helped me continue to do this. It's time now. I'll email you, Jonathan, because I've got your email address and get your address you want to send to. And now it's time for your keyring gallery. If you have a keyring picture you want to send me, send it to cooldudeswalkingclub@gmail.com. I mean, landscape mode, landscape mode, landscape mode. Remember, landscape mode. And here are your keyring pictures. Only one thing I have to say. Stay cool.